saw on Twitter that the Dallas Cowboys is considering drafting a quarterback this year in the draft. Whatever.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world.
When I saw this tweet, a couple things came to mind. Number one, Trey Lance is gone. And rightfully so. They had to experiment, see if he had what it takes to be at least a backup. And he doesn't. He does not. I could have told the Cowboys that when he played most, if not all, of that last preseason game last year before the season started. And he threw like 4 or 5 interceptions. I'm like, yo, dog, what you doing? Yo, he had like 4 or 5 interceptions, dog. Once I saw that, I'm like, yo, the 49ers fleeced us. Because we gave him like a 4th round draft pick or something like that. Nah, he got to go. And when Dak got hurt last year, everything should have been an experiment. The fact that they didn't want to give Trey Lance no PT when Dak got hurt last year, I'm like, yo, he got to be crazy trash at practice for the Cowboys not wanting to give him any reps in the game. These games don't even matter. And they don't want to give Trey Lance no type of play time. I'm like, yep, he's trash. So the fact that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones came out and said, like, yo, we're going to draft a quarterback this year, Trey Lance is gone. 1. 2, if Dak doesn't get it done on this contract, he's out of there. I will put money down that they're probably going to draft the quarterback in like the 4th or 5th round. We drafted Dak Prescott in the 4th round, and we got super lucky, and he became our franchise starting quarterback. We weren't even supposed to get Dak. We were going for the Memphis quarterback. I forgot what his name was. At the time, Kellen Moore was our backup. So they drafted Dak just for some extra insurance. Kellen Moore got hurt, Tony Romo got hurt, and Dak became our starter and won Offensive Rookie of the Year as a 4th round draft pick. So he was super cheap for a couple of years. You can't tell me that the fact that Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones got lucky, they gonna try to redo the same exact formula, which I think is stupid. What I think the Cowboys should do, even though we just signed Dak to be the richest man in the world, and he's going to be our starting quarterback for at least the next 3 years, I'm drafting the quarterback in the 2nd round. Straight up. I'm drafting the quarterback in the 2nd round. Just like what the Eagles did. When they had Carson Wentz, and it was like, yo, Jalen Hurts is sitting there at the 2nd round. Why not take him? If anything, we have a good backup. And what happened? Wentz stunk it up. They got lucky that they drafted the best quarterback available in the 2nd round, and they've been to 2 Super Bowls, and they won 1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the smartest guy, but I'm pretty smart. If we're drafting the quarterback, I don't care how much money we're paying Dak Prescott. You draft in the 2nd round, maybe 3rd round. 1st round, I can't see us taking the quarterback in the 1st round, but the Packers did it, and they had Aaron Rodgers, a GOAT. So if we're going to waste a draft pick on the quarterback, we better get the best quarterback available. Let Cam Ward, which this is not going to happen, let Cam Ward drop. Let Shedeur Sanders drop. And let Quinn Ewers fall. Yo, we better snatch them boys up to have some insurance, and you never know. Maybe we'll be going to two Super Bowls in the past 3 years with 1 win underneath our belt. Comment below your thoughts. But since we're on the topic of quarterbacks, quick question for you. Quick question. You got to start one, you got to bench one, you got to cut one. Right? The names are Dak Prescott, Baker Mayfield, Dak Baker, and Trevor Lawrence. Start, bench, cut. And don't disrespect my mans like this. Because I know what y'all going to say. Don't you ever, you starting Dak, you benching, shake and bake, Baker Mayfield's getting benched, and you cutting Trevor Lawrence. It's crazy to say. At one point, Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be the man. They said Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be the next Peyton Manning, next Tom Brady. Hey, the Jaguars is trash. Start, bench, cut. Who you starting, who you benching, or who you cutting. I feel like the cut is easy. It shouldn't even be no. A couple years ago, you was cutting Baker Mayfield. A couple years ago, but now Trevor gotta get up out of there. Trevor gotta go. He's a flop. He's not. I won't call him a bust, but he's a flop. Trevor gotta get up out of there. Start, bench. I'm just saying. Yeah, Baker been playing good, but I'm starting Dak over Baker, dog. I'm starting Dak over Baker. And if Dak Prescott had that Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, if he had Mike Evans, I mean, we got CeeDee Lamb. But if he had, you know what I'm saying, the Buccaneers running backs, and Baker had not only Mike Evans, he also has Godwin. If Dak had two good receivers, not just one, it's easy. It's easy. Start, bench, cut, and don't you disrespect my. Don't do it. Don't be disrespectful. Comment below your thoughts. Now that I think about it, Dak is going up against two former first-round number 1 draft picks, and he's a 4th-round draft pick himself. And he's starting against those two boys. That's how you know he's elite. Like, yo, Dak's not supposed to be who he is. He's a 4th-round draft pick. These guys are first-rounders, number 1 overall. Right? And that scares me because Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are going to try to draft another Dak Prescott in the 4th round again. And we're going to get Joe Schmo from West Tennessee State. And we're going to be trash. We're going to be trash.